All right, so let's look into the HR module now. We didn't name it as boring HR, with all respect to HR people, but you're part of the team, so we are calling it a team. So this is the overview of the HR admin / super admin. They'll be able to see the overview of everything. They've got the quick links up here. They've got the AI insights on the right hand side, and they've got the quick links down here as well. And they'll be able to see their own employee hub as well, along with the policies, variable pay, payroll, and everything else. Now, they will land once they open their team overview dashboard. They'll be able to see this dashboard. Now, if they want to see the employees, if they can go to the directory from here or from here. If you go to the directory of the employees, they'll be able to see all the employees here. And let's say now we'd like to add a new team member. So you're going to just go and hit add a member, and you'll be able to add the new team member from here. In a moment, I'm going to show you how that works. We go to the organizational structure, so you can go from here or from here. If you go to the org structure, you'll be able to build your own org structure really fast, and you can add team members. You can add a top level role. Let's say this one. Report, and you can just create a report. So now if you click this new role, you'll be able to see right here of the new role. So let's say see Chief Information Officer or Chief Innovation Officer, whatever, and add an employee. We're just gonna put some name here from the existing employees. Let's say now this particular employee already has a project manager role, so you need to have the employees created here to be added to the to this. So let's go ahead and create a new employee first. Let's discard the changes for now. Let's go ahead and add a team member. So here, if you just go say again, let's go ahead and bring in our favorite Michael. Matters, just department. It's got to be management. Job title would be CIO. I say Chief Innovation Officer. Full-time employee. Start date is today. End date not yet. Link resource not yet. So hit next. JB salary. I say 30,000. We're doing reals, so as per our settings, and this is as per most of the global standards, including Qatari labor contract standards as well, which is pretty much similar to the global standards as well. So we're just going to start adding these things. Say 5,000, 3,000, 3,000, 4,000. That's anything. Any random numbers here. And it's employee multiplier. This is where you detect the cost to the company. So some countries have got at 2.2, some countries have got at 1.8, and some companies have got at 1.2. So we just taken a median of about 1.5, but you're free to change whatever you like, 1.8, 1.9, whatever. Let's keep it at 1.6, which gives us the cost to the company per month for that employee would be around 126,499. And then say ESOP, which is employee stock options, that will share the 10% of the profit at the year end. So just say, okay, fine, we want Michael to be part of that as well. And leave entitlements would be 22 days, which is 5 days per week per month. So hit next. Here we get to add the contract, and if they have a government ID, their offer letter, their government contract, national ID, their passport, and hit next, and then add employee to the users. We would like him to be having the information, so let's say Michael at scalovate.com. Let's say give any password, for example. And let's just create a member. If you don't add the employee to the users, so basically sometimes you don't want them to use the system, so you should not add them to the use, but it's recommended to use all the employees to the users so they can start using the system, especially the employee hub, which is important for them. So they create a member, and then the member is created. No thanks. Okay, so this is all the summary of Mr. Michael Mathis, aka Eminem, and not Eminem. So this is their overall summary. Now, if you go back to the org structure, I would say, okay, fine. So Michael needs to be added to the org chart now. So it's have top level role, new role. You click that, you get it here. Sorry about that. You go here, say, hey, new role, CIO, vacant, Michael. Michael shows up here. He's from the management and reports to the top level. Of course, reports to the CEO. So it comes right here. Michael is part of this right about here, and department management, and then you can say add direct report or remove role, move right, move left, and all that stuff. Now over here, what you can do is now you're happy with this, but now you have to share the org chart, for example. So you can go ahead and download the PDF. First, let's save the chart. The chart is saved, and now org structure is saved. Now you can go ahead and download the PDF if you like, and it's gonna show you the exact same thing, the org chart. Usually it's required for the management sometimes. And then there's we saw the add members, we saw the directory. Now there's timesheets. So every member has to fill their timesheets on a day-to-day basis. So there's no clash, which you'll see more details when we explore the employee hub in the next video. We have built this inside the system to make sure that it's a unified system where you'll be able to see all the activities of the employee. It doesn't matter if they are if they have been coming in at work at 11 and they log in at the system at 11 a.m. but they have been working since 7 a.m. so they can log in their activities accordingly, and it will be recorded. And the system doesn't allow you to add more than 8 hours inside the timesheets because of course we don't want anybody to work for overtime for no reason at all. So that is also there. So overtime provisions are not built into the system at all. And then so you'll be able to see the entire thing and say, hey, profiles. So just go and see the profile of the employee like we saw just a moment ago. And once they have entered their timesheets and whatnot, we'll be able to see the timesheets as well. Now this one is awaiting approval. So we can just say, and there's a lock period on a month-on-month basis, and in the timesheet itself, you can go and say manager's approval. So the approval for different people are not approved yet. You have an option after verifying, of course, the timesheets. You have an option to actually look into that and say approve or reject, and or request more clarifications. And so you can start the month close from here. Let's say by 25th of the month you should be able to start this one, and then you'll be able to see all the billable activities, which you gonna see in just a moment when we explore the employee hub, and then the monthly report. So in the employee hub, when the people are creating their activities, and so let's say a sales guy is having a meeting with the customer. It's just a prospect, right? That's not really billable. but when they're meeting a customer for negotiation, that is considered to be a billable activity because they'll be generating some revenue out of it. Similarly, if a technical guy is working on a project as a proof of concept, so it cannot be treated as a billable activity, but when they are actually working on a project that is in production, that is backed by a purchase order and everything else, so they can add that as a billable activity, which would be available here. And then there's a monthly report that can be generated based on the timesheets for all the employees to be sent to the executive management, in case you want to have a little bit of a playing with the spreadsheet. So we got the export to CSV as well. And then there is a payroll activity where you'll be able to like track the payroll. Like you could create the pay slips, so you can record the pay slips. You can post to general ledger. Like I said, these are all the employee salaries. You'll be able to post that directly under different general ledger terms, and you can lock in the timesheets. You can open the team, and you can say, okay, fine, let's say this is in progress, open team. And here you'll be able to see, again, as back to the summary, we'll be able to see what happened where, and which timesheets are locked, which are not. And so yeah, this is and here when you create the general draft, you'll be able to see the draft would be generated inside the finance itself. So instead of like going into another system and importing some stuff, this automatically posts, because again, as I said earlier, it's sharing the same database. That's completely related to each other, all of these tables. Then for the company policies, you're able to upload the code of conduct and the company policies, which the employees would be able to see at all times. They'll have access to it all the time, and considering that they have access to it, that has to be read and agreed upon. So this is something to make sure that the organization as a whole is protected by providing all the information that's needed for the employees to perform their roles. So that is the overview of the HR module. It's pretty much straightforward, not that complicated, and you've got the within the dashboard as well. So HR can approve and delete and do this kind of stuff. Now, as a next section, let's head to the employee hub. Now, I would like ideally to be part of this one, but I think the employee hub is so special for us. We really built it very carefully for the employees to feel rewarded. At the same time, management gets to understand exactly what's happening. So this is not micromanagement, but rather it's self-management and accountability. This is where it's built on. So let's hop on to employee hub in the next video. Stay tuned.